Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I thought I would do kind of a recommendation slash possibilities for March of the Mammoths. So March of the Mammoths, hashtag Marching Mammoths, is taking place in March. This is the second year of it. Last year I really enjoyed it, and I thought I would go through my books and find all the books that are over 800 pages. So that is the only criteria. You're supposed to at least start one or get in the middle of or finish, or so you don't have to finish within the month, but I'm going to try to finish an 800 page book within the month, or actually it's over the one I chose. But we're going to go through all the ones I found on my shelves that I either own, that I've read. So all the ones that I've owned that I could find. I think I've missed a couple around here, but I'm sure other people have it on their list. And then I'm going to go through, and most of them are unread because I found that for a few years there, I didn't really buy a whole lot of big books either. I didn't do it for a while. And then, of course, in the last few years of being on BookTube, I have bought so many books. But so a lot of these are unread, but there are a few of them within them that are read. So let's just go through my possibilities. Oh, this is put on by Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse, Lukas at Totally Pretentious, and Alex at Big Owl Books. So I will, they're the ones who are putting on this month-long readathon. And again, March has so many cool readathons, so I will be putting up another recommendations one for another one of them in a little bit. So let's talk about some books. I have quite a few. I have way too many. Anyways, let's start with one I did read. I recently, or back in the fall, I read Bleak House by Charles Dickens. So several of Charles Dickens would be good for this one. There's this one, and I think Dombia's Son is that long. I'm not positive. I know David Copperfield is over. So there are a few Dickens if you want to be immersed in that. I would recommend. I loved Bleak House. I really, really enjoyed it. So I definitely want to pick up another one of his. So I have quite a few classics, so they'll be intermixed with other things. Middlemarch by George Eliot, a book that I feel like I should read, but I have not read yet. A Wilkie Collins I really want to get to, which is Armadale, which again is just over, I guess I should say how many pages these are, just so you know. So my page count in Bleak House is 880. Middlemarch, I'm not going to really explain the stories on these. 889. So Armadale is one I have not gotten to yet for Wilkie Collins. This one's just 816. So it just makes it, and I think this has to do with a female villain. So I don't know. Anyway, beyond that, I don't know. Don Quixote by Chavez. I don't know how you say that, but you know what I mean. So this one, sorry, is 900. Oh, that's notes. Hold on. It's 980 about. Yeah, 983. So that counts. Someday. Another someday is Ulysses by James Joyce. I really wanted to pick this one up, but I have to read something else, but soon. Because so many people are reading this right now, or a couple of people are reading this right now, and this is one I do definitely want to get to. And that one, let's see here, it is 930 about. Oh, did I don't know why I pulled that book. Sorry. Sometimes you just get so into it. Here's one of this is my only mass market that I could find that was over 800. I'm sure I own other ones. I know I have The Stand by Stephen King, which is here somewhere. And maybe some of his other books. So Stephen King, I have another book of his here in a second, but that's probably the only other mass market that's that big. Most of mine are not that big. This one is 1152. And that's the first book. This is a series, right? The Necronomicon. Or maybe that's another thing I'm thinking. Maybe this is a standalone. No, this must be the standalone. I'm thinking about something else. So, but that one's a good 1100 pages. Here's my Stephen King that I found, which is 11/22/63, which I have not read yet. I hadn't read that Stevenson one either. This one is $8.49. So there's another one if you want. Stephen King. We have Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. Historical fiction, 973. So that's a good size one. Shantaram, I think is by Gregory David Roberts. I don't know a whole lot about this. This is one of those ones where I just picked up one day. This one's 930 about. So, I don't know. I'm not really explaining these, are my guys? So this one is my only one that's slightly under, but I wanted to bring it up because it is a possibility. This is The Scar, which is book 2 in the Ballas series. I don't remember. It follows, I'm pretty sure this is the second one, the one that follows Pretentious Street Station, which I really enjoyed. But this is 95 pages. So that's close enough. It's almost 8. It's 5 pages short, but it definitely, and that's more fantastical, otherworldly, you know, fantasy. So I do want to read that series. A book that I did start, I only read about 76 pages, but this one is 862 pages, and that is Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. I think that's how it said. It's been a while since I tried to join a read-along for this 2 years ago. It's translated by Wayne A. Rebhorn. I think it was Italian. But anyway, so that's like, which I had problems with it because it's like multiple short stories, people like in these moving from house to house and telling stories. And that was where I had trouble. But they are funny and weird stories. But from I think this is written in the, I don't know, it's talking about 1348, but I don't think that was I think that it was published after that. I mean, I can't remember. It's old. Whatever. And then another massive one. This one, let's see here. Oh, this one is 1474, A Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth. So I've never read anything by him, so it's gigantic. The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. I'm not sure if any of his other ones get this long. I just grabbed one. I figured I didn't need to grab them all. This was just over 800. This is 802. It just made it. Oh. Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. This one is about 860. So that's another one I would like to read. Haven't got around to that. Mostly I haven't got around to. And then I have Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. This is translated by Richard Pavere and Larissa Boloronsky. I think that's how it said. Anyway, so I have not read, or I've never finished anything. I've started War and Peace. I'm sure that could be on this list too. But this one, I just looked at this. It's just over, looks like 817. So it makes it. It makes it. And then the last one is one I just got. And it is in 2 parts. So, and that is The Man Without Qualities by Robert Musil. German writer. This was translated by Sophie Wilkins. And it's about the time right before World War I in Austria. So, and like Vienna. So I don't know a lot about this. I just got this, but it's 1770 both combined because these are both 2 volumes. So this is like 700 something by itself, but then this is another 1,000. So if I read this, I'd have to read this and then be at least another 100 into here to qualify. But it's supposed to be all one book, and it's 17 1170, which is the biggest book, even in 2 volumes, that I own. And I think that's it. The only other one I forgot to, or there's one more I'm going to show you, which is right here. And then I did forget, I just realized it's not here. I forgot Haruki Murakami's IQ 84, which I think is over, I think it's 1100, a little over 1170 pages for the either the bind up of all 3 or the one that's broken up into 3 books. So either way, it's 1175, I think, about around that point. And I forgot to mention that one. Sorry, I forgot to bring that out. And Les Mis by Victor Hugo. This has been on my shelf, one of the oldest books off my shelf, so this is my pick. It is just over $12.30. Now my only problem with this edition, guys, is there are no notes. I'm a little concerned. I don't know why I would have bought this. Of course I bought this 17 years ago. So, but I should have, it doesn't have any notes in it. So I don't know if I need to go get another copy or just deal with it. But this is what I'm going to read for March of the Mammoths. So anyway, if you guys have read any of these books, let me know, especially ones that I haven't read. And are any of these on your March of the Mammoth TBR? I would be kind of interested to see what you guys are reading. Let me know. And if there's what you guys are reading is not here, let me know what that is. It could be interesting. It might be one that I might want to put on my list for later. So anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.